Welcome back, guys, to yet another World of Warcraft video on this channel. Today we are going to go over the mission table a little bit, because obviously you guys have seen here a week ago, whatever it was, that Blizzard have assuming it's correct information, decided that we are not going to get a mission table in the new expansion. Now, before we get into it, make sure that you guys obviously drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel with all the notifications on, because, it helps me out greatly. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So the reason that I want to make this video today is because I want to talk to you guys about what this is going to impact in the game and how we can look at the mission table from now, but also look at the rewards that a potential mission table in 10.0 would have given us. So obviously right now, the mission table in Shadowlands is still very much alive. You can make a ton of gold from the mission table. It's pretty ridiculous how much you can expect. I mean, based on my numbers before 9.2 was released, I was making an average of just about over 8,000 gold in value. So that's obviously from reputation with Paragon chests, it's polished pet charms, it's material bags, it's raw gold, it's Veiled Augment runes as well, and basically everything that entails as something that is gold making related on the mission table. Now, in 9.2, Blizzard actually added a lot of new missions, a lot of gold missions, a lot of stronger anima missions with additional gold, and they also added some material bag missions. And a lot of people have been asking whether or not that's actually increased the amount of gold, and I would say overall there's more missions on the table, so there's more potential for gold. Now, for me specifically, the amount of gold that I'm actively making has gone up, but so has the levels on some of my weaker mission tables. So I can't necessarily say for certain that it's because of the 9.2 additional missions, or whether or not it's just because a majority of my mission tables are stronger now. But without a doubt, they did add more missions for more raw gold and also material bags. So there is definitely potential there. But at the moment, my 45 mission tables for a total average is making over 10,000 gold. It's I wrote in the specific on my Discord the other day. Did I not? Oh yeah, here it is. So I put in that they actively make me 10,253,000 gold. So that's an average based on the total number of actual value that I had from sales, but also value from my polished pet charms, okay? And obviously figuring out polished pet charms value is just based on what kind of pets that you're thinking of buying, and then their value on the auction house, and then you can divide it by how many pet charms they cost, right? So let's say that a pet costs 200 pet charms and you're buying it for 20,000. Well, then the individual value is going to be what, 20 gold, or some, is it more? I can't do math. We're gonna we're just gonna check. 100. I don't know why I thought it was 20. It's probably the other way around. But either way, the important thing is polished pet charms is obviously an additional thing, and that is something that I'd like to talk about. And that's the reason that I brought it up, because obviously polished pet charms is something that you can get in cascades on the mission table. And as you guys can see right here, it is now Tuesday, and I looted this last Thursday, so it's been what, 5 days, give or take, 4 or 5 days, which means that we're at the point where I've gotten almost 4,000 polished pet charms. Now, the average that I get every single week, if I do my missions 2 to 3 times a day, I get on average 5,000 to 6,000 polished pet charms. Now, the important thing to notice here is we don't know whether or not this is going to be the case in 10.0. Considering the fact that we are not getting a mission table in 10.0, we don't know whether or not we can farm polished pet charms like this in the same way that we've been able to on the mission table here. So what I'm trying to say is I think it is absolutely the best idea to any pet charms that you get right now, hold on to them and wait until Blizzard decides to do something, right? Whenever the beta comes out, we're going to see what kind of content we can probably expect. And we're also going to get some confirmation on whether or not they decide to make a new, not mission table, but a new mission table. I guess not mission table, but I guess moving the rewards to something else, right? So what I imagine is going to happen is that all of the rewards that are on this mission table, I don't think we're going to miss out on these mission tables. Something like Augment Runes, something like Polished Pet Charms, something like some of these materials. I think they're going to show up in other pieces of content, like world quests, like dailies, whatever else. I think those are going to be moved, but I really don't know about the Polished Pet Charms. And if Blizzard doesn't decide, hey, we are going to make a new pet charm that you can farm in Dragonflight, well, then this Polished Pet Charms is probably the one that we're going to be using in 10.0. But even if it isn't, let's say that it isn't, waiting until you can see whether or not they make a decision like that is a good idea. And at least doing it until we get very close to the expansion if they don't decide to tell us anything. Because then worst case scenario, you go out to all the vendors where you can actually buy pets or buy the level 25 token for leveling up pets, and you can, you know, use all the Polished Pet Charms that you would have wanted. And chances are as well, if you buy some of the current expansion pets, they're probably going to go up in value once we move on to new content. But I basically wanted to make this video for you guys just to tell you that just because there's no mission table in Dragonflight doesn't mean that the mission table right now is not good. And chances are they're probably not going to nerf it before the pre-patch comes around, which is still, without a doubt, over half a year away. So don't fret. There's still a lot of gold to be made. There's still a lot of options for gold to be made, especially on the mission table and also in Shadowlands. But that is what I wanted to say in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until the next one, see you guys.